Hey everybody, hello and welcome. Today we are going to be starting a new non-streamed project. Basically, I'm going to be playing through Dungeon Siege 2. We've got the original and Broken World. We'll see how it all goes, but the plan is to kind of go through this. I didn't want to oversaturate, my streams with Dungeon Siege, so I figure, if we maybe play something else on Wednesdays instead. We have this on Thursdays. We don't have 2 Dungeon Siege days a week, so that's kind of the plan going forward. Spent a little time figuring this out. We should be able to have the whole thing in widescreen. I'm going to be running it in like 1280 by 720, so that it doesn't have to get scaled to get onto the stream, or to the not stream, but to the recording. And hopefully that'll all work out all right. So we will get started here. I think what we'll play is a dwarf to start. I'm kind of thinking that maybe the way to play is like a nature mage dwarf. That would be kind of fun. So we're gonna try that to start and see how it goes. I mean, it's a party-based game, so we won't have too many problems if we need to, have other characters do other things. Let's see, what do we get here? We get 1 point in critical strike, 1 point in survival, 1 point in chant of stone, 3 strength and 1 intelligence. So not maybe the best thing for nature mage, but chant of stone, that sounds like it might have something to do with magic. And of course, we're going to be gaining most of our stats in-game, so this will be a little bit of a slow start maybe, but hopefully it'll all work out all right. So here we go. We'll get started here. As you can see, we've got both of these. Now, this game's a little bit different from Dungeon Siege 1. It has, like, New Game Plus in it automatically, which is a little weird. Like, look at this. It's intended for characters level 47 to 68. Like, hypothetically, I could select this, but I guess not, because it says at the bottom, Complete Mercenary to unlock. So, we'll just select Mercenary. The land of Aranna is an exciting place for young adventurers. Glory and treasure await those with the bravery to leave their homes and challenge the world beyond.
A 1,000 years ago, when Aranna was young but not innocent, the first age of man came to an end by the meeting of a sword and a shield. The sword of Zaramoth the Unmaker, powered by a subterranean river of magic, had ruled the age by unquestioned force, until the shield of Azunai the Defender became the sword's only rival in power. They were destined to meet on the field that would forever be known as the Plain of Tears. Zaramoth commanded control of the power. Azunai longed to disperse it. Both zealots could not win. But unbeknownst to either warrior, the sword and shield had destinies of their own. The sword shattered the shield and sparked the great cataclysm. The land split open, and the souls of the warriors, ripped from their chests, rushed into the river of souls that flowed beneath the land, splintering it into 1,000 ley lines. The shockwave was felt in every part of Aranna. Even the lives that were spared were changed forever. The stars shifted, and the Second Age began. All this was forgotten for centuries. The magic that was scattered on the Plain of Tears was fractured under the world, waiting with its unpredictable power. Until a young prince named Valdis followed powerful visions to the mountain fortress called Zaramoth's Horns. Dark wizards mastered the magic, and granted Valdis access to the lost sword of Zaramoth, the very instrument that ended the First Age. In that instant, the Second Age fell under the sword's ominous shadow.
More worthless mercs! You're late! You're needed at the front immediately! Check in with more than Lieutenant Gerund at the tower! Now get moving!
I've had a bad feeling about this ever since we left Armonlu. There's something... I don't trust these Morden.
Okay, I thought we had widescreen set up, but apparently not. That is a little strange, but okay, I guess we're just going to run this way. That is unfortunate, but here we are. So, let's see. I guess we'll start... Actually, let me move this window around a little bit here, and... There we go. That should work. A little bit better. Ah! Okay. So, we start out with a party of two. We've got main character here. We've got Drevin. Not the guy from Metal Gear Solid 4, but Drevin. Inventory. Manage items. Left click to attach it to the pointer, then drag it onto their portrait. So it looks like they say just click. So that's kind of nice. Yeah. This was a little clunky in Dungeon Siege 1 sometimes, so it's good to have that different. Let's see. Let's check the other character's inventory. He's got a bow too. He's got Drevin's hammer. He's got a bunch of scrolls, which are supposedly nice for us. Rusted dagger. Damage 2 to 4. We start out with a rusted dagger, damage 2 to 4. There's a shield slot. So we don't have the ability to have like a bow and a melee weapon at the same time. We'll have to figure out if maybe we can do that with hotkeys. Probably we can, but it might take a little finagling. We've got the ability to auto-arrange inventories. Doesn't really make sense for him, but we can do that there. We can look at our spell books. That picks it up. That's not what I want to do. I guess it should be like the B key or the O key I set it up. Here you can manage the spells in a character's currently equipped spellbook. To use a spell, place it in their spellbook, drag it to one of the spellbook's active slots. There are 4 active spell slots. That's interesting. Left click to equip it for use, etc., etc., etc. So we've got Ice Shot and Fire Shot. I guess we can start with Ice... If we're going to go Nature Mage, we can use Ice Shot a bunch. He has Lesser Heal, which I guess is an auto-cast spell? That's... Wait. How does that work? I guess he'll automatically cast it if needed? Oh, okay, we'll try that for now. See how it needs to be done. And We'll have him do melee, and we'll have us stand behind with some ice shots. See how that works. Then we have specialties. Skills give characters bonuses that enhance combat prowess. 4 sub-tabs. Left-click to assign points. Left-click the confirm button to lock in upgrades. Kind of, again, kind of a Diablo, or maybe even Diablo 2 style thing. To set powers, drag a power from the specialties to the circular slots. Let's see here. We got our space bar to pause. We've got brutal attack is our ability right now. We have no points to assign, so nothing really to do there. But we got melee, ranged, combat, nature, blood assassin, and fist of stone. We have chant of stone. Fist of stone draw power from earth and rocks. Training this mantra allows the fist of stone to focus that power to fortify armor and increase health. So this gives me an armor and health bonus, which will, I guess, be nice for, interesting. Requires nature magic level 8. I guess this is a passive skill? Like it just sits there? Increases with intelligence. Well, okay, we'll see how this works out. I guess this is the P key? Yeah. So, let's see, what else? I guess we can get started. How do we set up our journal real quick? Here's our journal. Quest, monsters, special lore items. Also contains a map of the world and a handbook. Me and my best friend Drevin have been fighting as mercenaries in Valdis' army for the last few years. We are now in Grayland Beach via Dragonflight, in order to travel through the trenches that the landing forces prepared to help us secure a powerful artifact. We don't know anything about the artifact, other than it lies within a temple. And it's being protected by dryads. Step 1, get orders from Morden Lieutenant Gerund. There's our map. This is kind of nice. I guess we can zoom out. Ooh, look at that. Of course, we haven't unlocked anything yet. I'm sure this will clear up as we move around, but we got a lot of places to go, it looks like. No significant lore at the time. Nothing in the bestiary because we haven't fought anything. Handbook. Using the camera. I feel like we don't need to look at all of these since we played the first one. Most of this is going to be pretty straightforward, but we can always come back here if we need to. Yeah, we'll leave the handbook for the moment. How do we set our formation, though? That maybe I do want to look up. Autocast spells. Learn about automatic casting. That's what details. They will automatically cast a spell on any valid targets in their range. Healing spells, enhancement spells, curse spells, and summoning. Okay, that seems handy. Why is the 11th lesson in the journal about the journal itself? That's funny. Okay, they don't have anything here about formations yet, so maybe we'll have to learn that later. Let's move over to... Where's the dude we gotta talk to? Let's see. Oh, I guess we move everybody automatically? Yes, that seems to be happening. Okay, that's good. Let's go check over here before we go talk to anybody. Maybe there's some loot or something for us. Labels should be on. Oh, there's a chest in here. That helps. Still have the Z key, so we can pick stuff up. Now we can, swap things around like that. Here's a couple of soldiers. Now, I don't think this is the guy we're supposed to talk to. It said in the journal we were supposed to talk to Lieutenant Gerund. That's not this guy. But I guess we can talk to him anyway.
What are you standing around for? Check in with Morden Lieutenant Gerund at the tower! Get moving! Now!
He's very insistent. Here's a supplier.
You lot are late! There's a few extra scraps in the barrels. Break them open by right-clicking them. Now get out of my face, maggot!
Oh, he's not like a shop. He's just a dude that yells at me. Which I'm okay with. Can we... We'll have to figure out how, gloves. I mean, we already have mercenary gloves. Or maybe we don't. Maybe he needs one. Oh yeah, he needs one. Armor 6. Armor 10 plus 1. We'll give it to him for the time being because he's going to be our melee dude. If we can set it up that way. There's that. Break a couple barrels. Get some gloves. Talk to a mercenary.
Once again, hint of the madness.
Yes? No? Maybe? I mean, you're a mercenary. This is kind of your thing, isn't it?
We'll be earning our pay today, that's for sure.
Once again, hint of the madness.
Wait, I thought I clicked on you.
Once again, hint of the madness.
Okay, we got two different mercenaries that say the same thing. That's okay.
Mark, report to Morden Fighter Talk ahead for your combat lesson! Get moving now!
Okay. Move the mouse to the edge of the screen to adjust the camera, or roll the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. I turned off the edge thing because I'm using windowed, and I'll probably get... Things will get confusing if I do that, so we'll just use... Fortunately, they have WASD for this now, as opposed to the first game where it was like arrow keys only.
Do you know which end of a blade is which, maggot? Let's see if you can destroy this training dummy with your dagger.
Easy enough. Take the goodies. Take the goodies. There we go.
You'd better be able to handle a ranged weapon if you want to get paid, worm! Destroy this training dummy with your bow! Now!
Easy enough. Farewell. Now, if we go to options real quick, we can look at our hotkeys. Right? And this is a little different, because in the first Dungeon Siege, they wanted you to do, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for, like, weapon stuff. And then, you know, F1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for, what do you call it? Like the party selection. In this one, they want F7 through F12 to be party equipment, and F1 through F6 to be selecting party members. Which is okay, I guess, but let's see if we can make this happen. Let's get my keyboard up so it's not constantly under my thingamajig, but I've equipped a bow. If I control F8 like this, right, and then I go back into my inventory, and I equip the dagger, and I control F7 like this, can I now switch between them? No. Okay, what did I do wrong? Let's check this out. We gotta figure this stupid thing out. Party equip 1, F7. Save, control F7. That should have worked. Maybe I needed to do it not in inventory screen? So, control F7. Control F8. F7, F8. It isn't changing. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Well, let's shoot some targets. Press I to open your inventory. Okay, game, thank you. What for? Is there a reason?
I can't imagine you worms have the wits to cast spells, but it'll be amusing to watch you try. Destroy this training dummy with your fire shot or your ice shot spell!
Remind me to...
Did they not even teach you the basics? Your spells are already equipped, maggot! Left-click a spell in the character panel on the left side of the screen to ready it for casting! Even a filthy merc like you should be able to understand that! Still listening, scum? If you manage to stay alive...
Okay, we're good. I'm gonna have to turn those voices down a little bit. Good gravy. I guess we just Does it only do this? Okay, so if I... Okay. There's that. There's my knife again, right? If I do this, and I hit Control F8. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, we've got a little dead end over here. I guess we can't walk there. That's too bad.
More mercs playing at war. You probably don't even understand how to gain experience in the 4 classes, do you, scum?
I think I need the
You
differences
mercs won't
explained.
survive the night, but you may make it till sundown if you pay attention. You'll only gain experience in a class by fighting with its associated weapon type. If you fight with a melee weapon, you'll gain melee experience, and if you fight with a combat magic spell, you'll gain combat magic experience.
Okay, thank you. It doesn't get any simpler than that.
It doesn't get any simpler than that.
Oh, it pauses. It doesn't stop.
Before you proceed, choose a class and stick with it. If you switch weapon types too much, you'll become a weak jack of all trades. And then those cursed dryads will eat you for breakfast. Not that you wouldn't deserve it.
Okay.
Took you long enough, Worm. The other mercs are at the front lines already. The Temple of the Coast must be taken by nightfall. Now get moving!
Wait. I have a bad feeling about this. My medallion feels heavy, as if it's trying to tell me not to move.
Not your superstitious nonsense again. That medallion is a pretty bauble from your sister. We have a job to do, so let's get to it.
You aren't being paid to stand around! Get moving! Now! Those filthy dryads are summoning another shell! You mercs, get in there and destroy that thing!
Those must be the Bracken we learned about as children. Let's take them out!
Okay. We're gonna be casting spells. This is kind of cool. I guess we kill the pod now. Okay. There we go. Whoa.
These Bracken are as weak as Calrathian ale! We can kill them faster if we spread out! We should switch to rampage mode!
Rampage mode! What are you doing? Why did you run into the fight? What were you thinking? Okay, so let's check the journal real quick, because we want to go to the handbook and learn about the different modes. The active character. Party orders. Rampage mode. Party members actively seek out and attack monsters they can see. Party members imitate the active character. They move where he moves and attack the same monsters he attacks. That would be G and F. To set party orders, left-click the View Party Orders thing over here. Yeah, okay. Interesting. If you want people to hold ground, you can do so by holding down the C key. Formation rank determines where in the formation party members will stand. You can change formation by holding down left-click and dragging a character portrait up and down. Interesting. Yeah, there we go. We want that, because he's going to be our melee dude. And then we're in rampage mode. And we can... Okay, so this will keep... I expanded our thing a little... Why does he keep getting in front, though? Look at that. That's very strange. Where's the... Formation rank determines where in the formation each party character will stand. I don't know. I guess let's kill some creatures. I guess I can make him the active character so that I can get the most experience here. I guess he's gonna dash in and hit them anyway. Oh well, it probably won't be that big of a deal.
These creatures remind me of our scuffles with the Tackler. Ha! If we focus on fire, they'll go down faster. Let's switch to mirror mode.
So one thing I'll say is that this game definitely has a lot more, like, significant, what do you call it, like, art design than the first one. Like, these things don't feel samey. Or, you know, they must have really put some cash into making things, kind of be a lot more unique in this game, which I am all about. And we have more storytelling too. Like, it's not just like you're a farmer and press H to drink a health potion. If I need to, but I don't need to. We'll grab some goodies. Driven gains some melee skill. Ooh, I'm running out of MP. Let's see. Take these Mystic Protectors out. Hit M to drink a magic potion. Take this thing out. Doesn't look like there's anything there. So, I guess we have level ups? How does this work? I guess we can drop a skill point into something. So, Dreven, he's a level 2 Friar. I guess we'll just give him some critical hit. Something like that. I must learn this power before I may equip it. Oh, wait, what's going on? Okay, nature magic powers. Aquatic affinity. Nature mages cultivate shamanistic bond with water. Healing and mana cost of spells down. Can harvest mana potions. That seems handy. Summoned creature health. Stuff like that. Or, I'm mistaking the circular things for the tabs is what I'm doing wrong. So I would have to get melee skill and nature magic skill in order to increase this. Blood Assassin. But I guess we'll just kind of stick with nature mage stuff for the moment. Oh, here's this. Okay, so we have to be level 5 to get these, level 12 to get these, plus any prerequisites. Level 24, level 36. Okay, that makes sense. I guess we'll do that for the time being. And there's our levels, I think. Ooh, that's kind of cool looking.
These wooden creatures are weak to fire! Too bad I'm not a combat mage!
Okay, not bad. We even got some oh, we got people. And I guess I leveled up again. Let's see. We'll give him the sword to do some extra. 5 to 7, 3 to 6. I guess I'll take it. Yeah, we're picking up stuff, but I'm armor 6, armor 8 requires combat magic 1. Worn boots. Those are worse than what we have. Seems reasonable. Let's see. Oh, I selected the wrong character. Oh, gold. Always pick up gold.
Hey, that sword looks a lot like the weapons my father gave us when we were first learning to fight. You should pick it up.
Okay, I guess. Grab some potions too. Rusty short sword. Short sword. They gave me a better weapon earlier.
I have that traitorous fiend in my sights. I could, but why does my heart stay my hand? Perhaps there is more at play here than I can tell for the moment. There's something about this one.
Interesting.
Did you see that elf? I recognized him. It was Amran.
Amran, are you certain? I've heard rumors of his gift of sight, but I've never seen him before. What would he be doing
I know
here?
that he is much talked about in Drudwin's tavern back home. He's rarely seen, but his deeds, real or imagined, are discussed there with enthusiasm.
Why would he be fighting with the Dryads of this isle? For what I know, the elves have never had much to do with the Dryads, not that I'm aware
I would
of.
be interested in finding that out myself.
End conversation. Oh, did I turn around? I turned around. Oh, there's a bookshelf. Resurrect. We can talk to these guys. Can I?
Yes! Die and leave me a pint of your blood!
No thanks.
Ah! The smell of your kind makes the pain worse!
Maybe you should be more careful next time.
You want this one's gear, don't you?
Not really. I mean,
Cut the leg off or kill me now! Anything to stop the pain! Get away, maggot! I was here first. These boots are mine.
they're not very good boots anyway. Wait, we can click this multiple times? Oh my god. Is this a bug? Infinite supply of resurrect scrolls.
These Kestrel are tough! Next time we see one, use my brutal attack power on it. That'll surprise them.
No, that... It says 2, but... Okay, this is not... Okay, there it goes. Wait, why did I... There we go. Okay, so it recharges over time. You see the things on the bottom? Yeah, okay, interesting. He can throw out healing spells, which is handy. I guess I can level up again, actually. Sure. Let's minimize mana costs. That seems helpful to me. Armor 8 plus 1 armor plus 4 health. That's an improvement. Oh, we can do that to get bars up too. That's kind of nice. He had to jump to figure out that he was actually dead. Okay, so we have these like recharging skills now. Fight now. Ran out of mana. Okay, so mana recharging is not nearly as fast in this game as it is in the first one. Interesting. I guess we need to level up some more. I guess he's just a straight-up melee type, so there's not much else that he can do. He's almost got the ability to get barricade, but not quite. I guess we'll give him a little extra health. Okay. You can spend skill points to earn powers. Yes, thank you.
You're turning into quite the warrior. Keep in mind, you should choose a class and stick with it if you want to approach my expertise.
Can we go over here? No, this is just a cliff.
Took you long enough, worm! The temple is through the cave! Get moving, now!
Stop a moment. My medallion. I know how you feel about it, but I just can't shake this feeling that something is going to happen. The closer we get to the temple, the stronger I feel it.
Honestly, Drevin, when we are out of here, I'll buy you a frothy mega ale and you'll feel better.
I look forward to that. But for now, I want you to take my medallion. Please, it's important to me. More than you know. Just promise that you won't ever let Voldus take it.
I tire of your medallioning. But since we're obsessed with it, I'll hold your medallion until we get home. You received Drebin's medallion. There we go. He was infused, but not infused enough. Let's see. Can we break any of this stuff? It doesn't look like it. Oh, the Null Beast is on our side. Okay, I'm fine with that. Oh man, he can't shoot up hills. Okay, these guys are
Keep
friendly.
moving to the Temple of the Coast. No need for you here.
Well, I mean, I have to go through here in order to get... But, yeah, whatever. Can't even talk to these guys. It looks like this is just a dead end, nothing here. Now, since I'm going full mage, maybe I should equip a staff. What does it do? Two-handed weapon, damage 3 to 5. I guess it doesn't give me any magical bonuses, so maybe I don't care. Combat magic gloves. That's annoying. Press M to drink a mana potion. Alright, tutorial, you got it. Oh, he's a friendly. Can I not break that? That's strange. Nope, can't break it. Can't even talk to these guys.
Get moving, worm!
Get
You
moving,
marks are
worm.
late! Get to the temple now!
Oh. Ooh, cool. Oh, he's just going right through him, huh? I guess we froze it? In we go? Oh, cutscene.
Congratulations, Voldus. We have completed our task. When can we expect our pay? Look out!
Your adventure has gone horribly wrong. You and your childhood friend Drevin had joined the army of the ruthless Prince Voldus as mercenaries. It seemed harmless and exciting. You justified fighting against the peace-loving dryads of Graylin Isle with dreams of gold. But now Drevin has been killed by Voldus's ungrateful sword, and you have been taken prisoner by the dryads, who are understandably upset with you.
And here we are. And there's actually someone
What do
here
you want?
to, yeah, there's someone else in the cell. Hey, Diz, how's it going?
Greetings, folks, and welcome to Let's Play Dungeon Siege 2.
Dungeon Siege 2. We're gonna
Secretly co-op.
Yep, secret co-op version. So we are here in a cage.
What do you want?
We can't open the doors, but I can ask questions.
What? Oh, you're one of the new ones. We pulled you out from underneath the body of a blue-haired elf and brought you here to the town of Ireland. You're to be kept behind bars until we figure out what to do with you.
I can say, let me get out of here, but I feel like this isn't going to be very convincing.
Warden Celia is in charge here, and what's to be done with you is up to her.
Of course.
If I were you, I would keep my head down and learn to be respectful before she finds you making demands.
I don't understand. What is this ring around
You
my
wear
neck?
the ring of submission to hold you in check. All prisoners must wear it.
Prisoner. Huh?
Hush, here comes the warden now.
Oh, it's the warden.
Blasted dryads. Quickly, Orem, while she's talking to that elf. Now's your chance.
Foul creature. I warned him what would happen if he attempted to harm a dryad. There can be no hope for these types.
Do not be so hasty, Celia. Some of these prisoners have roles to play yet. I have seen it. This poor soul here, for example. I know this one can be trusted.
I do not know, Amran. Given arms, that mercenary could well kill us all. The entire village is endangered.
As a personal favor to me, please give this prisoner a chance.
As you wish, my friend. I hope you are able to find that which you seek.
Namare, Melonamin. Till next we meet.
Amran the elf seems to trust you. I trust only the ring of submission around your neck, prisoner.
I guess I'm a prisoner now.
Our troops found you on the battlefield. You are lucky they found you alive, unlike the blue-haired elf.
Reverend is dead? He must have foreseen this. Where are my things? My medallion and the huge number of resurrection scrolls I had. Did you guys not think to use one of those?
You were fighting on the side of Valdis. You are an enemy to the Dryads of Ireland. Your friend is of no matter to me, and your medallion will remain property of Ireland until you show where your loyalties lie.
I have no quarrel with you, or I am not loyal to Valdis. My sword was for hire, and he paid well. He didn't pay well. He cut down the dude that was like, hey, it's payment time.
So, number one.
Yeah.
It is my orders you will follow now, and you will learn to keep your head down and your mouth shut. I have a task for you.
What's the task?
Go to the weaponsmith at the blacksmith shop. She has spared some sharpening stones for our warriors. Get them, and take them to the Dryad outpost just outside the north gate of town.
Is this outpost you speak of the Temple of Coast?
No, the Temple of the Coast held the Aegis of Life, a powerful relic from the First Age. This artifact gave us all the protection we needed. Now the Aegis is gone, stolen by Valdis. Tell me, prisoner, what does he mean to do with it?
I only know that Valdis ordered the Morden to destroy everything in their path in search for a powerful relic.
Valdis is growing stronger by the day, as is his army. The Morden mean to destroy our outposts, and then us. Enough, prisoner! Go get the sharpening stones from the weaponsmith, and take them to the outpost in the northern jungle. If you do well, I might reward you.
I mean, not that I have much choice, so let's try to get the medallion
Amran
back.
spoke up for you. Take my advice, prisoner, and avoid the animals of the jungle. One bite from them, and you'll be riddled with the plague. Now go, and don't make me regret granting Amran's favor.
That's not how plague usually works, but okay.
There are
Thank you.
creatures that carry the plague right outside the town gates. You will not even reach the outpost without being able to defend yourself. Take this equipment. It may not be the same as your old things, but it will give you some chance at least.
I'll take what I can get. Oh, wait.
And welcome.
Okay.
We each get our own set of drops there.
Okay, nice.
Anyways, what an opening to a video game, yeah?
Yeah.
You got a couple of different intros and customizations. Hey, look, Dryad armor.
Wonderful. I'll
Better
take
than
it.
the mercenary armor.
Yeah, it's
and
better.
hey, they gave us a heal spell. And a different ice shot spell.
Very nice. It's a different ice shot spell?
Yeah, check it out.
Oh,
Put them in the
lesser
same
ice
spell.
bolt. Okay, interesting. So lesser ice bolt. Ice shot is 8 to 13 with a range of 10. Lesser ice bolt is a 14 to 22 with a range of 10. So they have the same range, but lesser ice bolt is a little nicer. You get a lesser heal. That goes auto. And since I'll be playing combat, I'll probably just pull the combat spells out of my thingamajig, and there we're good to go.
Man, I love that opening to the tutorial. It's more than just a bog standard tutorial. It's a great way to introduce the game and also the stakes.
Yeah.
Those were really good. It's a shame you couldn't get the footage in widescreen, but that's okay.
Well, the movies are actually like designed to be played in 4:3, so I think those will actually look a little bit better and not stretched out with the original. So it's like it worked out, I think, accidentally.
Yes, it did. Honest to goodness, we have what we need, and spending skill points already, that's a good choice.
I mean, I'm making up what I had in the single player part because we had to technically delete my old character and restart the game to do this. So, but
yeah, that's okay.
This will work.
You have
now.
basically all your progress. So this is the big thing that you have over Dungeon Siege 1.
Yeah.
Skill points, independent levels.
Right.
The biggest thing that I noticed you do in the tutorial that was a mistake was actually switch to melee weapons. The main guy, the Lancer guy, saying that you would end up as a weak jack of all trades, was talking about that very specific thing. Multi-classing is actually very much not something you do in this game. It's a little more free in Dungeon Siege 1, in the sense that you can put on a heal spell and just get independent levels that way.
Right.
It's not like that in this game.
Interesting.
This game is all about purity. And the purity that you put into your Nature Mage, which I am also playing alongside Karunik, will matter a lot. Purity can be different. There is a technical level of multi-class, but I'll get into the details of that a little bit as we go along. Let's head this way.
Well, let's talk to this guy first.
You may pass.
Oh, sure.
You may pass.
It's a lady.
That's a dryad. But we also want to talk to this guy, too.
As soon as I get out of here, these tree dwellers will feel the strength of my sword arm.
Sure will.
Cowardly dryads. They lost the battle, but they have no scruples about treating their prisoners like slaves.
But what does the... I guess, is that better than taking prisoners at all? Or I mean, not taking prisoners at all, or what?
Of course. The only prisoners those leafheads were able to capture were those of us that were wounded. Thanks Ziria, my constitution is strong, and I was able to recover quickly. Now I can rot in this cell standing on my own 2 feet. More jabber? Just leave me be.
And that's the end of his dialogue tree, but you have the lady over here in this other cell.
Yeah, mercenary prisoner.
Hello. Looks like we'll be here for a while. Might as well be friendly.
No, I'm out. See you later.
You and everyone else who got in their way. I suppose once they took the temple, they considered us expendable.
I guess so.
Yes, that cursed Valdis.
Cursed Valdis.
Now we're stuck in some tree, imprisoned by walking foliage. How dare they abandon us?
Well, that's what they do to mercenaries if they're the bad guys.
Ha! I suppose you could call it that. I've tried to tell them to let me out, but they're a stubborn lot. Oh well, I can wait for them to see sense.
Perhaps we can break out somehow.
Well, I doubt it. These blasted rings around our heads seem to sense our intentions even before we've thought them. The previous occupant in your cell threw his bowl at the guard and was dead before it even hit the floor.
Huh.
Well, that one guy took a little while to die, so I wonder how that guy died instantly, just like...
Yeah, he wasn't thinking about it.
Wretches.
Morden
abandoning
wretches.
their own troops.
So the Morden are not popular with any of the mercenaries, turns out.
Yeah.
Morden scum, leaving me to rot.
And that's all they say. Even if you talk to them again, they will repeat that. Hey, look, dead mercenary prisoner. That'll be us if we try to attack the Dryad, so don't do that. Hi!
Oh, there's a prisoner.
You talked him into
How
his
dare
death.
these wood wenches treat me like a slave. Would that Valdis had
Wood
killed them all
wenches.
when
That's
he
a
had the
great
chance.
phrasing.
Oh, I love the dialogue in this game. Hey, guards.
Prisoners only speak to the warden.
Then I'll speak to the warden.
I'm still waiting to hear that you brought the sharpening stones to the outpost.
On my way. All right. Let's see.
Hey, look.
Blacksmith shop and magic shop.
Yeah, all things are labeled with that blue outline.
I see. So we hop on
Pull
here
the lever.
and then pull the damn lever.
Pull the lever, Karunik.
Quest progress will be tracked in the quest log. I can press J to open the journal when I feel like it.
J is a good way to read the story, so we have a whole write-up here. Check it out at Chapter 2.
Oh. Intended level 3. After securing the Temple of the Coast, Valdis, rather than giving a reward, savagely attacked all the mercenaries. Drevin stepped in front of me and took the hit, and I survived and he didn't. We were discovered by the Dryads, took us back to the treetop village as a prisoner. That elf known as Amron was that guy who decided not to shoot us in the tutorial. He convinced the warden to let us out. Now we need to go to the merchant shops and ask for the basket of sharpening stones and take them to the Dryad outpost, which sounds like it's going to be more difficult than it sounds simply because, well, we we have plague-ridden monsters to deal with on the way
I want to
there.
be a blacksmith when I grow up.
You're not the
All right,
blacksmith. Way to go. Let's see. Oh, this must be the person.
You must be one of Celia's. You wear the ring of submission around your neck.
Let's just cut through the chase.
Here you are.
Give me the sharpening stones.
And if you have some time, perhaps you could do a favor for me?
Sure, lady.
Sure.
With all the fighting, we go through armor faster than we can craft it. Duma and Sen both need my help throughout the day and into the night. But I've only been in this trade for a short number of months. There's much to remember.
If you feel unfit to handle the challenge, you should inform your seniors. I'm in a hurry, but how can I help?
There is a tome of smithing within the Great
No?
Hall that is sure to contain such information.
Hit
I would
the
be
X
in your debt if you can discover the steps to creating
at the
Dryad
top of
armor.
that dialogue.
Okay. I received a new task in the Armorer's Apprentice.
Have you discovered
So,
the
we
steps
need
for
it.
crafting that armor?
Nope.
Duma has been giving
No,
me
we didn't.
looks. I'm afraid she has realized that I've forgotten one of the most important crafting recipes.
No, not yet. Okay.
Yeah, so that is the biggest thing. We did miss some dialogue there, but that's okay.
You must be one of Celia's. You wear the ring of submission around your neck. Here you are. And if you have some time, perhaps you could do a favor for me? With all the fighting, we go through armor faster than we can craft it. Duma and Sen both need my help throughout the day and into the night. But I've only been in this trade for a short number of months. There's much to remember. My memory is not normally this poor. I have lost dear ones in this war, and my mind is distracted. I seek your help. I must craft 5 suits of armor before the day is over. But with so much to remember, I have forgotten some of the steps involved. It would mean the end of my apprenticeship if the craft mistresses learned of this. There is a tome of smithing within the Great Hall that is sure to contain such information. I would be in your debt if you can discover the steps to creating Dryad armor. Take the lift to the southeast across to the Terrace of Wisdom. The Great Hall will be right in front of you.
You can end conversations prematurely if you miss a certain dialogue. It didn't work in this case, but that's okay. So basically, she was gonna say her memory's not normally this poor, but she has lost dear ones in this war and her mind is distracted. So go and get the Tome of Smithy so you can read the step-by-step instructions, and depending on whether or not you actually get it will change the reward you get. You can actually complete the quest right now if you select the right option, but you have to know it in advance. So, the Tome of Smithing is in the Great Hall, so follow me.
Okay, Great Hall. There's a magic shop. There's a storage vault. There's one of those bracken dudes.
It says
Great
Hall
the signs.
right here.
The Great Hall, yeah. So we hop on here.
Pull the lever.
And this area is off limits to prisoners.
Yep. So we cannot go there yet.
Not yet.
So that's the catch.
But here's a helpful guard.
Do you know where you are going?
So well, I guess we need to get to the merchants. I mean, we're at the merchants. We need to take the north gate.
The north gate is located on this terrace just to the north of here.
Okay, so that's where we need to go, but maybe not immediately?
Yeah, because we have some other people we can talk to, in fact. Such as this lady here, who's got this little hand icon and an exclamation.
Okay.
Well,
Enchantress.
I suppose I can enchant an item for you so long as that ring ensures your good behavior. If you are able to pay my price, I may be able to make you something very special.
Ooh, tell me more about special thing. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
First, you must understand that becoming a master enchantress is not easy. One must spend many years studying the arts of herbalism and alchemy. If one did not know the properties of every reagent and the results of their combination, why, terrible things could happen. I have even seen careless apprentices blow themselves up.
That sounds difficult.
For one of my caliber, even the most difficult of tinctures and salves are possible. There is one in particular that is my specialty. It grants a fair amount of life recovery. I am told it is quite useful if you are interested.
Isn't that just a health potion? Tell me more.
My customers call it Lumilla's Salve, and it can be applied to enchantable armor for fighters and rangers, or jewelry of your preference. I would be happy to make some if you bring me the ingredients. 4 nettle clusters.
Nettle clusters, huh?
They can be found in the jungle, if you keep your eyes open.
Okay, we'll keep our eyes open for that. We've got the mage here.
What are you doing out of the prison ward?
What was
You
that?
should not be wandering around here.
A good choice picking her, because we're mages, so we need some mage stuffs.
Sell me things. Oh, so there's tabs now. Interesting. I guess there were tabs before, but they were like buttons with text on them. So we've got nature magic here.
So the first thing that you will want to buy is actually in the combat magic tree, believe it or not.
Really? Okay. What do we got?
Yeah. You have Firebolt and Shade's Agility. Check it out. It's a +6 to dexterity. You can also get the enhancement in the nature magic tree called the Strength of Stone. It's that little blue spell you saw there.
Okay.
But it is only a 4 strength increase compared to a dexterity of 6. So you actually get more out of this if you buy a Shade Agility.
Okay.
So
I buy one of these?
And put it in your autocast slot.
Right.
In the spell book.
Yeah, I have to. I guess I can just. I guess I can just do that. Okay, so you couldn't do that before in the first one. I can autocast this. There we go. Nice.
And now check it out. We actually just got an increase to life and mana.
Okay, nice.
So that is just going to be a passive. And I'll buy an Earthen Embrace. And check this out. Now you have even more life.
Nice.
That is a buff. And enhancements are different than buff. Enhancements are considered their own form of buff. So they have a duration of 300 seconds, whereas the thing I just cast has a 600 duration.
Okay.
And we also have different spells we can buy in the nature slot, such as Encase. I don't see it on your end, but I can buy it for you here.
Lesser Encase. There's a Strength of Stone, too. I mean, we can get that, too, right? Or did you already get that?
No, you cannot stack more than one of those buffs, so I'd sell that back.
Did I didn't buy it. I just looked at it.
Yeah.
The lesser encase is right here.
It is an enhancement like the Shade's agility, but it is not something you can stack with the Shade's agility, if that makes sense. So you only get one enhancement and 2 sets of buffs. I don't have enough skill to get another buff, otherwise I would cast it.
Right.
But yeah.
But I should get one of these, the lesser encase. Because you picked the one up that you put down, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll grab that.
It costs a lot, as you can see, but it does have more damage comparatively to the other set.
Right. Okay.
So lesser Ice Bolt, you would actually do wise to look at the cost. So the lesser Ice Bolt is 7. How much is the encase?
Well, the lesser Ice Bolt is 6. The lesser encase is 12.
Yeah, we don't have very much mana right now, if you can actually check your main stat screen in the inventory slot.
Yeah, 99.
Yeah, 99 is not very good, so you could probably get by with the lesser Ice Bolt instead of encase, so sell the mage back there in case. As you can see...
Well, I'll probably want encase later, right? So shouldn't I just hang on to it or not?
It'll stay in the shop, actually, so you can always pick it up whenever.
Okay, fair enough.
As you can see, now you have your money back, which is the biggest and most important reason.
Interesting. So here's the other thing I'm noticing is that Ice Shot and Lesser Ice Bolt have the same mana cost, but Ice Shot just does less damage, so I can just get rid of it.
Yeah, you can sell it. Absolutely. That is an exclusive tutorial spell, including the Fire Shot and everything like that is less than the Lesser Firebolt, if you can actually believe it by checking it out.
Interesting. Yeah. So lesser Ice Bolt is. Well, I sold the lesser.
Ice Shot.
The Fire Shot already. So that's over here, right? The Fire Shot is 4 damage, whereas this one is 21 to 26 damage. Actually for less. Wow. Okay.
Check this out.
What
you can hit that little treasure chest icon on the top.
This one?
Yeah, and you can drop gold.
Oh,
here,
nice.
I'll give you 3 pieces of gold, or something like that. We can actually use that to exchange.
Oh.
So if you run out of money, I can actually just get you some of that.
Yeah, and vice versa. Nice. Okay. Well, we got potions. We probably, if I'm not going to be switching over to melee when I run out of MP, I should probably buy a bunch of these.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you do also have the ability to harvest mana potions, so rather than spend a fortune in gold, it's 15 per potion, so that's quite a bit.
Yeah, okay, maybe. How does the harvesting work?
I'll show you if you sell the potions back and all that. Okay. So as you can see by all the icons, I sold a bunch of stuff. I sold the bows.
Yeah.
And I sold the armor. You can actually control click to quick sell.
Right. There's an extra spellbook here that I'm not really doing anything with.
You don't need it?
I can just get rid of it. And then the rusted dagger is garbage too. The resurrection scroll we might want to hang on to, yeah?
Yeah, you can hang on to that one. Otherwise, you could buy the resurrection spell a little bit later at level 4.
Oh, actually, we have Nature Magic 3, don't we?
We do, but that book costs quite a lot.
It's 54. I mean, like, we can afford it. It gives us an intelligence buff.
It's not going to be that much, and it's not going to make a huge significant difference, actually, at this point.
Okay, fair enough.
Bear in mind, I am only saying this because there is so much here. But do me a favor, drop that fire spell on the ground, because I just bought something. It's this transmute spell.
Okay.
Transmute works differently than in the first game, where it only restored a potion. you get something like this fire shot and you see the sell value is 1, right? So theoretically you shouldn't be able to. No, you get 1-to-1 through transmute in this game.
That's interesting because the transmute says amount of gold is based on item power and caster's nature magic level. So it just doesn't care, actually? Like, is that just wrong?
It doesn't care too much, yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. So transmute is just something you can carry around whenever you want. Now, if you don't trust it necessarily, you can pick up your 1 gold piece, by the way.
Oh. Well, it can go in reserve spells, and I can use it if I need it, right?
Pretty much, yeah. You can always just sell your stuff and get the full item price back at town, so there is that bit of the trade-off, and it will work for items that have more than 1 gold of value, I believe.
Right.
I think, as it's described.
Okay.
But I've never seen much of a difference.
Okay.
So, yeah. It's a cheap spell, and it's nice to have, and you also have Summon Teleporter.
Yes, I picked that up. Yeah.
You cannot summon them in town, but out in the field you can summon one anywhere.
Okay, interesting. I might also pick up this Lesser Bracken Defender summon.
Go ahead and actually do that. I'm going to join you on that.
That way, we can't use it yet, but soon we can. And then we can start doing summons.
Yeah, it'll be in the autocast slot, actually, so you can...
Oh, it can go there? Nice.
Even though you don't have the level to get it, once you get the level, it'll autocast
Okay,
it.
I'll take that. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. So we are actually fully ready to go, but we do have more of the town to explore.
All right.
So if you're interested in doing that, just follow me.
Sure.
This guy. Talk to him.
Necromancer Aranna.
Welcome, friend. The Guild of Death keeps watch over all who pass into our realm. If you have recently died, and do not want to retrieve your party's corpses by returning to them, I would be happy to summon them here. As payment, I will take the gold left on your party's corpses.
Okay. Tell me about
when a character loses all his health, he falls unconscious. An unconscious character regenerates normally and can be healed by magic. When he heals enough, he regains consciousness. If an unconscious character takes too much damage, he dies, and his portrait is replaced with a tombstone. A dead character may only be brought back to life with a resurrection spell or a scroll.
Okay, kind of like DS1. What were you saying when I clicked the thing when you were about to talk?
Yeah, that's okay. Basically, think of this like a WoW system. When you die, you have to go in the afterlife, essentially, to retrieve your body. Only instead of afterlife, you will basically have no items. You get teleported back to town when you fall unconscious or die. And you can pay a fee here to get your items back, or you can run out in the field naked with no armor or anything and try to click the tombstone of where you died. This is a mechanic exclusive to this game, as opposed to the first game where dying just means you lost everything. Instead, all your items are buried in the tombstone.
Okay, yeah.
So that makes it a lot more accessible already, because death is now a thing, and I believe the fee the Necromancer has you pay to just get it is 30% of your party's gold.
He said 25, but yeah.
Or 25, actually, yeah. It used to be 30 in the base game.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking of the old game. But you could get around that by just having 1 gold. You know how that you could drop gold?
Yeah, yeah.
In the base game, you could drop your gold and then pay a fee of nothing because you had 1 gold on you, and then pick up all your gold and keep it. In the expansion, they fixed this.
Okay.
So you can no longer cheese it like you could in the original game.
Okay, fair enough.
So, yep. 25 gold it is.
Tell me how to recover
If every character in your party...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You can play it. Go ahead.
Dies, or is knocked unconscious, you may return to town. If you do, all of your equipped items are left at tombstones where you died.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yep.
How to recover gear, or...
Go ahead.
To recover your party's equipment, travel to where you died and approach your party's corpses. When you are close enough, you will automatically re-equip all your gear. If you do not want to retrieve your party's corpses by returning to them, I would be happy to summon them here and keep the gold on your party's corpses as payment.
Okay, fair enough.
Please remember that the Guild of Death sees all. If you attempt to escape our gaze by quitting and reloading the game, I will be forced to summon your party's corpses here, and thus be obliged to keep the gold on them as well.
Interesting.
Yep. So they fixed that as well, so you can't save scum it.
Okay, interesting. I guess enough of the morbid talk, or do we need to... These look like they might be repeats.
Enough of them?
Yeah.
They are repeats. Yep,
Okay, good.
Enough of the morbid. Anyway, here we go.
Where are we headed?
Agility.
We're headed to the inn.
Yep. So, the multiplayer has some distinct advantages.
Uh-huh.
In the single-player game, you could only have a maximum of 4 party members.
Uh-huh.
But you had to buy extra slots. You could only have 2.
Okay.
But you could go to the innkeeper up here, this little lady with the icon, and you could buy new party slots.
Oh.
And you could get up to 6. However, you could only get 1 additional party member per difficulty. So the veteran and elite are all interesting because in the single player game, you can only get your 5th party member on veteran.
Oh.
And then your 6th party member on elite. There is a cap of 6. No longer can you have up to 8. You can only have up to 6. And because we are in multiplayer, we have bypassed those restrictions and can get a full 6.
Well, that's handy.
You get 3 and I get 3.
Okay. So what does she say
The
now?
battle has brought so many travelers. I can hardly find beds for them all. This inn is the crossroads of the island. If you ever lose a friend, chances are they'll end up here.
Do I recognize anyone? I don't recognize them.
We haven't recruited any party members yet.
Fair enough. But there's a dude here.
There is. Go ahead, talk to him.
What's his name? Soldier Jordan.
There are no decent recruits to be found here. And what's worse, while my own squadron finds glory and riches in battle, Soldier Jordan is languishing in this backwater town seeking phantoms.
Are you talking about yourself in the third person?
If that wasn't enough, these leafheads don't even eat decently, let alone fight right. I'd give near anything to taste red meat again. The bloodier, the better.
Forgive my curiosity, but I was wondering, what was that beside you on the table?
It's a statuette of Ziria. I'd be willing to give it to you in exchange for some fresh meat. This dryad diet of leaves and insects doesn't agree with me at all.
I don't have the thing, but okay.
Nice burp, dude. Nice burp.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, a lucky statuette of Ziria. Ziria is part of the lore and is basically a character that, in that war, in the intro you were talking about, and that I wanted to gush over.
Right.
She was a chief lieutenant commander of Azimani and basically soloed Dark Wizards in her time.
Nice.
Hey, there's a grizzled bar patron. He looks like he has a quest icon.
He does.
My story is both long and sad. You'll probably want to sit down and take out a hanky. Many years ago, I was captain of a fine ship. But now,
yes, but now what?
Oh, well...
No one ever asks me that.
My ship was wrecked in a brutal storm. I was washed ashore, unconscious. When I came to...
What happened then?
Right. As I was saying, when I came to, there was a beautiful woman standing over me. There was something a little odd about her, though.
He sounds like he doesn't remember his own story, and I have to prompt him. What was odd about this woman?
Ha. You'll never believe this part. This is the part no one ever believes. As I was saying, there was this beautiful woman, and she was...
You know, his story wouldn't be so long if he just, got stuck to the details.
Well, she was green and leafy. I had seen many strange things in my time, but none so strange as that, let me tell you. Well, except maybe for the...
His story would be less believable if we weren't standing in a city of dryads. What?
Yeah.
For what?
You see, when I was your age, before I was captain of that ship, of course, I was a soldier. I was stationed at Windstone Fortress, which was built by the ancient Azanites way back before the... What was I talking about again?
Something strange.
Oh, of course. As I was saying, my job was to sweep the cloister in the Temple of Ziria at the heart of the fortress. So one day I was sweeping and I stubbed my toe. You'll never guess what I stubbed it on.
Either a door frame or a senile old man.
We wouldn't have let senile old men into the temple, no. It was a green stone carved with the ancient Azanite symbol for the Tree of Life. There was a socket in the center of the room that looked as if the stone would fit inside it. But I took a nap instead of trying it. I bet if I had, though, it would have opened a secret door or something. There. Now, wasn't that riveting?
Extremely riveting. What about the socket?
I believe it may be part of some sort of puzzle. You know, they were keen on that sort of thing back in the temple's heyday. If you could investigate that for me, it would put my mind at rest.
Sure.
Thank you, friend. The Temple of Ziria can be found deep within Windstone Fortress.
I'll bet it can. Thank you.
We'll find it someday.
Maybe someday,
find it someday. Yeah, but that's a side quest. That's just gonna be diegetic as we play the game.
Huh.
Hey, look, there's that thingy here.
What thingy?
I open the door, and there's a little sparkly thing you can click on the table.
The Haku. Left click to open or use. Oh, we get a lore book. Listen, my sisters, to a tale from our past. The Haku were once our friends, our brothers. We tamed the forest and slew the dangerous beasts, defended our shores. But when the elves came to teach us the arts of war and metalsmithing... But then the elves came to teach us the arts of war and metalsmithing to defend the coast. The Haku wanted nothing to do with the temple. They told elves to defend it themselves. Our mothers' scored their cowardice, left us to enter the deep forests. From that day we've been enemies. Perhaps they chose the wiser path. For that which lies in the temple has caused much trouble, but for it is sought by many, and has been achieved by one. The elves and their friends the humans helped us to protect it. They taught us to work with metal, to build high in the trees, to fight with cunning and zeal. Many hate the Haku, but that is wrong. Our fates could have been reversed, and maybe now we would be cowering in the jungle. Remember it always and teach it to your daughters. Temple of Ziria. Okay,
yeah, all the quest has written dialogue, lore books, and everything. This is a huge step up in reading material.
Yeah. Nice.
From the previous game. The lore books were kind of these things, but this doesn't actually take up your inventory space.
Right.
Hit I and you'll see what I mean.
Yeah. I remember having lore books in the inventory in Dungeon Siege 1, so this is a significant improvement.
Yep, it's all in the journal now.
I wonder what this says.
My fine spirits are not for prisoners. Water will do you fine.
Oh, okay.
We can't have alcohol, I guess, so...
You seem filled with the light of Ziria, mercenary.
Should I... Oh, yeah, Ziria, totally.
What? You do not know of Ziria? 1,000 years ago, in what historians call the First Age. Azunai the Defender rose up against Zeramoth the Unmaker and led his people in battle to escape the yoke of tyranny. Ziria served as a mere outrider in the van of his army.
Notice that they don't let us click out of this one.
Legends say that she crept up on Zeramoth's army of Sek infidels, close enough to overhear a plan that surely would have ended Azunai's rebellion then and there. Well, she bade one of her companions to make haste to Azunai's camp and warn him before it was too late. It seems that the lovely creature who had recently entered his company and with whom he seemed quite taken was actually a Sek in disguise.
That's peculiar.
With the warning dispatched, Ziria herself rode full into the center of the enemy's encampment. By the time she reached their mage's tent, it is said that she was riddled with arrows and worse. Alive by sheer will alone, she slaughtered every mage in the tent that night before they brought her down.
That is quite a story.
Indeed. When the last Sek mage died, the enchantment was dispelled, and all could see the true nature of Azunai's paramour. And just in time, too. A few more minutes and she would have slit his throat. We will never forget Ziria's bravery and sacrifice. If she had not acted, you and I would surely not be here today.
Well, I don't know about you, but maybe, I'm pretty sure I would. Alright, nice.
So, yeah, that is the story of Ziria.
Okay.
And Ziria, and by all technical accounts, those dark wizards you saw are Sek, I believe.
Interesting.
I believe that is true. But yeah, we can move on now, because here's the exciting part.
We don't need to talk to Lady Levereth?
We don't need to, but
Okay.
you can if you'd like to.
Yeah, let's go. Where are we going? What is this? Blacksmith Shop, Magic Shop, North Gate.
Since a lot of the places are closed off to us because we're prisoners.
Right.
There's a guy with the gem on his head up here, so let's see what he has to say.
Okay.
What's your story, man?
Welcome to Bernard's Odds and Ends Traveling Emporium. I made it to the safety of Ireland's terraces just before the Morden attacked, and will be staying until they leave, so take your time browsing my fine assortment of goods. I carry many special reagents, all of which Enchantress Lumilla can use in enchanting your equipment.
Okay, well, let's see your inventory. What you got?
So this is the reagent system.
Okay.
Basically, you will get items like these that you can use to enchant enchantable specific items. They have to be enchantable or it will not work.
Okay.
It'll be labeled in gray. But items that are enchanted with little items like this will turn green to indicate they're enchanted.
Okay.
This is a very important system for a little bit later for us mages, because the big thing that makes it so important is the fact that, well, intelligence boosting items can be stacked onto one ring like a crazy amount.
Okay.
And that will help your buff, actually. You know how you have that Chant of Stone?
Yeah.
In the Fist of Stone tree? That is a passive. You were 100% right when you talked about that. And you can artificially stack your intelligence with enchanting to make that go a crazy amount higher.
Okay.
And of course, you can always independently increase your melee level, but that will be something you will have to worry about a little bit later, not right now. You want to stick to your class before you start multiclassing anyways. So
okay.
That is the important thing, and that is the big thing. So you got 2 points into your natural bond and 1 point into aqua affinity, so that will be important for a little bit later. As you can see with the branch system, there is a lead in, so you have to take one skill to get the Arctic Mastery, and then the Nurturing Gift you see a little bit later. That's how those branches work. As you can see with a hover over, something like freezing, that requires you to have 1 point in Arctic Mastery and the level 24.
Right.
And so that is what will happen. Now the power system is interesting. You see that first power you have there is Gravity Stone. Up there, it's purple.
Yeah.
This will summon a monolithic stone of such density that its gravitational force pulls enemies towards it and holds them in place until it collapses under itself. Basically, this is a holding power, and you can click and drag that into any of the 4 slots, so you can put different powers in there, including your brutal attack. See, now I'm an elf, so I get 1 point in brilliance naturally, which means I have the energy orb power for myself.
Okay.
And because you are a dwarf, you have 1 point in critical strike, and that means you get the brutal attack power, which is what Drevin was using to lay absolute waste to those Ketrel.
Right, but I probably don't want to use it because it would build my melee skill and not my nature magic skill, at least for now.
100% yes, that is true. So all you need is your Gravity Stone power right now. It's not particularly useful. It is what I consider one of the worst powers in the game, but don't worry, there is better around the corner for
Well, I mean, for
a
nature mage, I can cast it, step back, and then throw spells at something while it's up. So
yeah, pretty much. You can hold them in place, and so
4 seconds
might as well have it.
Is not huge, but might be useful in a pinch.
It could be, yeah. So when you use a power, basically you hit the number it's associated to on your keyboard. So in this case, 1 will activate the power, and that will essentially allow you to attack a certain region because it's a selectable field, and as you see from its radius of 4 meters, yeah, anything caught in that cone is going to be hit.
Yes.
So you cast that power by clicking the attack key.
Right.
If you did it right now, you would waste it, and you'd have to wait for it to recharge by fighting.
Back to browse my fine assortment.
No.
So we can't afford anything from him right now.
Pretty much.
But he did have one of those nettle clusters.
He did, but we're not going to buy any of those since we can potentially get them for free.
Right.
Anyway, talk to this guy called Lothar, because he's
I didn't expect to see you here. If you're leaving town soon, I'll lend you my sword arm.
Okay.
Check out his skills with number 2.
Hey, what sort of skills do you have? Health, critical strike, fortitude, brutal attack, 2 melee, 1 combat magic. Pretty decent.
You can have your melee tank guy be Lothar.
Okay.
He will be your replacement to Drevin, essentially.
Okay, I'll then have him join along, basically?
Yep.
Been wanting to show this town my back for a long time. You won't be sorry, whatever you've heard.
Okay.
I think he's got some rumors floating about him, but yeah, Lothar is now a part of your team, and you can have up to 1 more person. You could get that Lady Daru if you really want, but maybe you want to save it for a pet or something of that sort a little bit later. It's up to you.
Sure. All right.
And he has his own skills too, so you can check them out.
He's got 2 points
As you can see,
to throw at something, so that's nice.
Yeah, and he's a half giant, so he gets those 2 points in that regardless, and he comes with his own point in that. And he also has 1 in combat magic, so he can learn brilliance for the chance at energy orb, but you don't really see a point to him having that.
Right, yeah.
I'm guessing.
For now.
So that
probably. Yeah. I mean, just like my character, we probably want to specialize him as a fighter for the time being, right?
Yeah, exactly. You are 100% getting it. So, yep, give him the points you want.
Something
and
like
there
that.
you go.
All right.
I guess you're gonna build him as a tank.
That seems reasonable, yeah. I mean, it'll depend on what exactly the summons look like once we get access to them, but maybe.
Sword and board, maybe, but he could also be DPS, too. So, yeah.
He can't quite wear that yet, but he's got equipment.
He can wear them.
I don't know why he wasn't equipped with the good stuff.
I think it's because, yeah. There you go, some more life.
Alright, good stuff.
And whatever he has, you can probably sell if you don't need it, but it's fine if you want to keep it, but it's up to you.
Whatever errands the warden is having you run must be dangerous. I might have...
Let's see, well, we don't need the club for sure.
Yep, and
if we're gonna sword and board him, we can get rid of sledge too, because it's a two-handed weapon. We can get rid of the crappy boots.
I'll take one of those resurrection scrolls if you don't mind dropping that on the floor.
Not at all. There you go.
See, I actually sold mine, and this is so I can teach you about the fact that, yes, you can share different pieces of equipment, making it really useful.
Right. Share... What do you mean share pieces of equipment? You mean trade them, or...?
Yeah, we can trade. There's a dedicated trade menu if you put an item, like say, give me that regeneration potion, rejuvenation potion in your inventory. Click my character with it. Click and drag to him.
Oh, like this.
As you can see, there is a dedicated trade menu. I hit confirm and you hit confirm, and then hey, I got the potion.
Oh, sure.
Or I could drop it, and you could pick it up with Z.
So that makes sense. So it's kind of like it's like Diablo, so that you can just drop things, or you can like create some kind of like a barter thing going on. Makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway, we can open that gate now because that is where the plot goes.
Okay.
And where we need to take the sharpening stones.
You are clear to leave.
I am cleared to leave.
And conversation forcefully.
You fought with Morden. Are they powerful?
They are indeed powerful.
They're a blight. The world's better off without them.
I am with you on that. They are
When I
formidable.
see one, I will kill it. I trust you won't stop me?
Go nuts, man.
Absolutely no stopping you, man. You do you. Just be Lothar, the kick-butt half-giant. Hey, look, there's a lady there. I think she is our guard for this, so you may wish to talk to her.
Where is she? Over here?
Right. Yeah, giant shield. Can't miss it.
There you are, prisoner. Come along. I am to take you to the outpost. It is just ahead. Hurry now, the outpost is just a little farther ahead.
Okay.
Alright.
I guess she's gonna guide us, or...
Can harvest mana potions. Check it out, it's a mana bush.
Oh. So you can, like... How do you do that? Do you just click on it?
So basically, you walk over it and it will automatically harvest it.
Oh.
So now you have your own set. Now the big thing I'm going to tell you is you should leave the harvesting to me from now on, because I'm going to be saving all my points and putting all the points in Natural Bond. The reason for this is because you will get higher level tiered mana potions based on the amount of Natural Bond you have.
Right.
Now you can touch the health bush because you're a dwarf. Check this out.
Oh, I get health potions for free too.
You have 1 point in survival. That is a ranger's power, and that gives you the ability to harvest health potions.
Oh,
you can
nifty.
harvest as many health. You can harvest as many of the health bushes as you want. Just don't touch the blue bushes. Talk to this lady, though.
Okay.
These health and mana bushes have been growing well of late, don't you agree?
What are these?
Following the Great Cataclysm, as the newly formed web of ley lines spread throughout Aranna, small trickles of magical energy rose to the surface. Occasionally, the flow is strong enough to create a permanent upwelling of magic. Any bushes growing in that place eventually take on magical properties of their own, becoming reservoirs of either health or mana replenishing energy. When enough energy of one type has accumulated within the bush, it takes on a visible glow. Blue for mana, and red for health.
I feel like I don't need to know what good that is, so let's just go.
It's a dead people bush. Yes. So, nice. Anyway, talk to this lady because she's actually useful.
Okay.
Greetings. Are you here to use this incantation shrine?
What is an incantation
This circular
shrine?
stone structure next to me is an incantation shrine.
Thanks.
Very little is known about their origins, but they can be found all over Aranna. They seem to be located in areas that resonate with the harmonics of the ley lines. When you or your allies stand within it, the blue chants
what's a
are
chant?
words that, when spoken within an incantation shrine, invoke the deeper harmonics of the magical realm. There are many ways to acquire chants. You can learn some from wise teachers, and others are recorded in ancient manuscripts from ages past. When you learn a chant, it is added to the chants. To recite a chant, step into the incantation shrine, type the chant, and press the enter key. If you have learned the chant and have recited it correctly, a flurry of magical power will appear as the... I have learned a few chants in my time.
Okay.
I will teach you one now so you may see how they work.
Is the chant of stone not a chant? No.
It is a skill more than it is a chant. Now, here's the important thing. She says to type it out and hit enter.
Yeah.
No, you can just walk in there and recite the chant that way by...
I guess I could type it in, though?
You could, and that's perfectly fine. So stand in there and you can hit
Dono
J.
Armorum S. Just for fun. Oh wait,
Yeah,
I have to
go
hit J.
for it.
Dono.
Or
how do I
enter,
Dono
then type
Armorum S. And it works.
And now you have a chant. Let's go kill some bad guys over this way.
Okay.
While you have that armor buff.
Oh, that's... I need to hit... How do I... There we go. They told us not to do this, though, that the enemies were all plague-ridden. What?
They're not creatures, so... These are the Haku you saw about in the book.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They don't appear to be plagued, otherwise it would probably tell us.
Interesting.
There's some more over here.
Oh, no, here he comes.
Nice hit, Lothar. I'm over this way.
I see you.
There we go. I have my dexterity upped from that enhancement.
Interesting.
Check it out. We heal each other.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And there is one more thing up here. We're not going to go in the caves just yet, but we are going to kill this guy.
All right.
Hey, look, more health.
I guess I'll go for it. There's so many of them.
I'll take some.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Perfect. Now we have our own set. We should probably follow that guard, though. They're probably sitting there wondering what the heck we're doing.
That's fair.
Come this way.
Yep.
Don't anger the natives too much, Karunik.
Right.
There she is. She's waiting for us patiently.
And over here. Well, that was quick.
Help us!
Or was it?
Morden.
Ah, I see.
Ooh.
What? Really? That was easy.
And now they're coming for us.
Sure. Wow, she must have been really wimpy if she just got taken out by that.
Man, we got the Morden gate key, though.
I guess, yeah, okay, that's good.
And that
I guess we
gate,
can get these people out.
We're free! Thank you!
Lothar standing in the way.
Girani?
He photobombs.
What happened here?
Celia, what a surprise to see you here. Look, the prisoner just saved us.
I'm right here. You can...
I came here to make sure this one followed my orders. Saved you? How is it I see the escort I sent lying here dead?
I don't have a reply. I just wait.
Don't be too harsh, Celia. Jera was overwhelmed. There was nothing the prisoner could have done to save her.
Nothing? I think we could have done something if the game let us.
Number 1, we have healing spells. Number 2, we have resurrection scrolls. Number 3, those guys were easy.
There is no such thing. Not for one who murdered our people and defiled our shrine.
I have looked into this one's eyes, sister. All I see is a haunting remorse. We are not the only ones who have lost souls dear to us in this war. This prisoner saved our lives.
Is it true what Kirani says? Did you defeat those Morden?
I did, yeah. They attacked us, so I'm no friend of the Morden. I never was. I only want to go home.
Some of the sisters seem to think that you deserve your freedom. I don't think so highly of you. But perhaps I could be yet convinced.
What do I need to
do?
do?
The Morden know we've suffered a devastating blow. They smell blood. Kirani tells me they are erecting towers around this village and taking over all of our outposts.
Okay.
It's only a matter of time before they lay siege to our homes and destroy us all. Valdis plans to march to power over the bones of our people.
Okay.
Burn those towers to the ground, and you'll save our lives. And yours.
Then let's
I'll consider
get burning.
it done when I see the smoke in the air.
It's burning time.
Here's the outpost gate key and some basic gear.
And here's the stone that will allow you to use the teleporters to return to Ireland. Do well, and I'll consider granting you your freedom. I might even give you back your gear and that cheap medallion.
But it's important to me. It belonged to my only true friend.
So it seems you hold dear things other than a sack of coins. You are more than meets the eye, prisoner. Good luck. See that those towers fall, every last one of them. Come, Kirani. We must return to the prisoner ward. We have much to discuss.
Okay.
And we get quest-specific loot. I get my own set, and you get your own set.
Nice.
Check it out.
Let's see what we've got here. I think Lothar picked it all up.
You can actually equip a staff. You were right that it does not give any magical benefit or anything like that, but it can be wielded, and it does change your animation, and eventually we will get staves that'll help us.
Well, but at this point it'd be better to have the shield for the extra armor, I suppose, right? If I can get a shield at some point. I mean, if I can get one.
Yeah, you don't have a shield yet, but you will soon.
And if I need to use my melee in a pinch or something, then it'd be better to have the better weapon than the relatively crappy staff, I guess. So we'll just leave it as is for now.
Yeah, that is fine.
We'll wait until we get something that's actually useful rather than jumping the gun.
So the next thing is those caves, actually, I'd say.
Are we supposed to do the sharpening stone thing?
Well, we did go to the outpost, and we did deliver the sharpening stones, but the only guard here is dead, so I don't think they're going to be using them, so...
I thought it was a further away outpost to get to, but this is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The outpost ahead is based on those signs there.
I see.
Going to the Elven Shrine, if you highlight your mouse over the little signpost there, shows you the Elven Shrine is
I see.
further ahead.
But we want to get to the cave first?
Yeah, that's where we're supposed to be going, but let's go the wrong way, because why not?
Sure.
And hey, the Incantation Shrine is back.
Yay! Then I guess we'll throw out a...
Lore chant.
And we'll do it this way this time. And
yep.
It has me say it, too, so...
Yep. as you say it without even typing it, so it's a nice little convenience. Hey, this is an elevator.
Oh, it is. Oh.
I pulled the lever this time. Hey, look, a manuscript.
Lesser
now you
chance
have
of
lesser
dexterity.
chance.
Okay, nice.
Yep. So that will give you a dexterity boost. It's not unlike the thing that we already have. You know, those skulls floating around. Those are our enhancements, so it's not really too useful to us.
Sure.
What do you have to say, my guy?
It's Hanish.
Greetings. Here to look at the sanctuary doors?
Sanctuary doors? What are those?
Sanctuaries are small rooms that are said to contain powerful treasures. However, they can only be obtained if you have the proper weapon equipped and the necessary skill required to break down the magical sanctuary doors.
Interesting. Who made these things?
No one really knows who built the sanctuaries or where they came from. All that's known is that they were usually found along the old trade routes amongst the ruins of the last age, and that they are often located in remote, dangerous regions where only brave adventurers dare to tread.
What are you doing here? What do the symbols mean?
There are 4 types of sanctuary doors.
Oh.
Melee, ranged, nature magic, and combat magic. The symbol indicates the class and weapon type needed to open the door.
Great, thanks.
Yeah. So, if you're looking at me...
Yes. Ah, nice. So you can open that thing up, and then I guess we go inside?
And then I got rare tribal gloves.
Nice.
They are armor 4, but they require a character level of 4, so I can't actually equip them. But hey, Lothar, you can break down that melee door, can't you?
Oh, he can. That's a very good point. He just knocks it down. That's beautiful.
We get a nice little unlock, but he gets a
rare forest. A cruel forest pick of awareness. Requires melee 5, so he doesn't have it yet, but he will soon. It's one-handed too. Nice. All right.
So that is the big little reveal. You get certain class doors. We can't yet open the ranger and combat magic, but if we got Daru, we could get that, and Lothar can't open it. As you can see by mousing over it, the doors you can't use, they require a level of 3.
Right.
Which we don't have.
Of course.
So, up we go. Yeah. So, this is the parts that are different of the game. Oh, hi.
Hello, dude.
So there is some level of enemy respawning.
Okay.
But enemies don't actually respawn until we save and quit the game proper. There will only be like 1 or 2 guys in the place of where you break down.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Kind of like a gradual respawn kind of thing going on.
Yep. They trickle back, essentially, yeah. Get my skulls up, and hey, let's go in this cave and beat up some guys. Lothar's having all the fun over there.
He sure is.
But hey, he's drawing the aggression, which is what you wanted.
Right.
There you go. I just increased in intelligence. Hey, Karunik, I'm suddenly smarter just by existing.
By casting the same spell over and over again, you just get smarter.
Hey, I can ice better. Can I get a raise?
Better ice means better something.
Better ice means better refrigeration, as far as I'm concerned.
And our,
I'll refrigerate your face!
Looks like we got some shamans or something, too?
Ah, yeah, you see them on the other side, don't you?
Yeah. Well, no, we fought one. He had like a hunter again? I don't know if he was a...
Oh, that was a hunter, yeah. Also, you see how this will take up my magic. You can actually switch to melee if you want to break things like barrels and stuff like that. Or you can just have Lothar break it open.
Fair enough.
Anyway, don't fight them. just break barrels with your melee weapon. Yeah, these are hunters.
Yeah, they had the masks on, so I thought maybe they were like shamans or something, but maybe we'll fight those later. Ooh, we got Tattered Diary.
And check it out, we got a level up, so check out what we can summon.
Oh.
I leveled up, and you need just a little bit more to get that level up. Say hello to my Bracken Defender.
Nice.
I'm gonna call him
Steve?
I was gonna say Urkel, but that'll work too. You can call yours Steve. Hey, there's a ghost
Oh,
here.
this is him, not me. Okay, I was confused a little bit there.
Yeah, I summoned mine. You will get to summon yours once you level up.
3 maximum health or critical hits. More critical hits. Alright. Let's see. Nice.
Hi, ghostly person.
He glows green. I'm sure... Oh no, there's a ghostly spirit. I cannot understand this spirit. Maybe Mage Listenor in the town of Amanlu can tell me. How would we know about this?
Maybe it's because we're from there.
Oh,
both you and Drevin came from there.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's mentioned in the journal, actually.
Oh, let's check the journal. Most of the writing is illegible. You can discover this is the diary of Durin, an elven historian from Amanlu. These accursed caves will be the end of me. Why do my ancestors feel compelled to create artifacts of interest at the bottom of every stinking hole on this island? The Clockwork Bridge is in the cave just north of Irulan, for example. I can see that there is a lever on the far side of the bridge that I suspect will activate it, but I can't reach it. Fair enough.
I'll take the shrine this time because, well, frankly, you got the last two.
Sure. How long does it work?
It lasts for 180 seconds. The chants tell you how long they last.
Oh, okay.
And also, we can only do independently. So I got the chant, you didn't get the chant.
Okay.
Even if you stand in the same circle, it's not going to give it. It's only party specific.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, time to fight these guys.
Alright, I leveled up.
You did, and you can summon now.
No, reset. You said you were going to do the mana potion stuff, right?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. Ooh, I get another
so you can focus on
blast.
damage. Nice. I would actually avoid that item. Check it out.
There's my dude.
Steve.
Yep.
Hey, check this out.
Oh, some elementalist boots for you, and mana potion and some gold. Good stuff.
Here is the elementalist boots. I think, actually, hold on. These are combat magic, so I can equip them if I try hard enough.
Okay.
Anyways, this is, let's see here. Dryad gloves and everything. Okay. Here's this, and you can give this to Lothar. Oh, you just clicked your power.
Oh,
oops.
Mistake. I meant to hit F1, not 1. It'll take a little time to get used to that.
Yeah, it is different, alright, but hey, you can get your enhancement up if you stand still. Auto cast.
There we go.
Very convenient compared to the first game, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
It's a lot more accessible for what it is, and that's what I think is so good about it.
Interesting.
And hey, check it out. There's a lot of hidden stuff if you know where to look.
Oh, yeah. Dryad bow and a gold. Alright.
And there we go. That is our first dungeon sieged. I guess it's a cave, so we're more of a cave siege today, but hey, it's good enough.
It counts.
Counts for something, alright. go ahead and get yourself a chant.
All right. Chance. Let's try the dexterity one.
You can actually also get it by double clicking.
I tried. The double click is a little
finicky.
Finicky, yeah, for me.
Yeah, so this is a good spot. There is one last thing I can show you.
Okay.
Hey, check it out. Dryad Outpost key.
Yeah.
Something I can do here. Summon teleporter. Click that teleport. Oh wait, you're fighting.
Oh, apparently I'm fighting. There we go.
All right, Lothar, kicking butt.
Click.
So I summon this teleporter.
Click that to use. Ooh, nifty.
Teleport animation is very swell in this game. I love it.
And that brings us back here. Okay.
And there we go. We resummoned our guys at the cost of all of our mana. I'd say that's a good spot to call it.
Yeah, all right.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a good place. We, kind of. I guess we. Quest log. Bring the star. It says we did it. Yeah, weird. Okay. Next up.
Have to burn down some towers.
Burn down some towers next time. All right, sounds good. Secondary. We haven't found any nettle clusters yet, and we haven't read the Tome of Smithing yet. So, let's figure that out.
All in due time.
All in due time. All right. Well, let's save the session. How does this? How does this work? Saving. Also, notice our
save a group session.
Save session, like that.
Yep.
Okay.
And
save
then
session.
I have to accept.
Save multiplayer game.
Yep.
I guess I'll just call it end episode 1.
Yep.
And I'll hit save.
And
there
I accept, and then we save our parties, and now we can continue where we left off.
Okay, cool.
And there's a stat screen if you exit here, so we can show this off.
Save and exit?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Yes. View stats. There's our details? Oh, okay, details. Kills, deaths, melee, ranged, combat, nature, gold, items.
So overall, I really am glad I was able to jump scare your audience with the sudden collaboration and a Let's Play.
Indeed.
It was nice to do that. I have a few things to say before we end off the episode.
Sure.
I love the opening to this game. I love the opening a lot. A lot of people will derive it as generic. I've heard this before. Stop me if you've heard this before. There's a guy with an evil sword and he's pillaging the land in search of a powerful artifact. Yeah. But I think the way it is handled in execution is really good. The intro really set a nice tone. The story really cool. Cataclysm was very well executed and interesting with the fact that you have basically souls powering an underground river of magic called the River of Souls, and you even got some tie-ins to the previous game with the Sec, and they were a part of that army, so it is very interesting. Honest to goodness, and you got to show off the tutorial too in a single player sense, tricking everybody into thinking you were gonna do a single player let's play of this, but no, we're doing a multiplayer run through because we get 6 party members instead of 4.
Right, which sounds good to me.
Yeah, honestly. It seems like you got 1 level in melee as your character, which means you were hitting something there.
I can't remember what I was hitting, but there it was, I guess.
Well, hey, that'll go into your Fist of Stone eventually.
Yeah, eventually, right.
Anyways, yeah, that's the whole deal. for the time being, we have cleared most of this, and man, I love that tutorial a lot.
It's a good intro.
Rest in peace, Drevin.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I liked how I just got like a stack of resurrection scrolls. Like
yep.
It was just like I could just keep doing this. Okay, I'm just gonna keep taking these resurrection scrolls. It's like,
and unfortunately, they left him be and they took you prisoner, so they weren't going to resurrect him in any way, shape, or form, even though he might have been able to be saved if you had the ability. But turns out you got knocked unconscious by the same slash that Drevin got slashed by. He took the full brunt of that.
It looked like the sword hit him and then threw him into me, which seems to be what happened. Yeah.
And you got knocked out in regards to that.
Well, I mean, a whole body hitting you at relatively high velocity could do that, indeed.
And because you're a dwarf, you got smushed real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm actually surprised the dryads found me.
Yeah, well, they did find you. And all your white beardy goodness.
Indeed.
It has been really fun to be able to do this with you. I hope to do this again with you soon, too.
Yeah, we'll set up some more times. I'm going to try to release these at the usual kind of once a week thing. This is probably going to take my Thursday slot after Dragon Quest III is over, and we're kind of pre-recording this a little bit, so it'll be showing up soon. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out, Diz.
Until next time, everybody. Yep. When we siege some more caves,
temples, everything but actual dungeons. We'll just siege everything but the dungeons.
Yeah, that'll work. Until then, everybody, take care.
Yep. See y'all.
Be well.
Yep.